Well, good morning. It is Friday, June 28th, I believe. We are camped along one of the forks of the Big Lost River. We got a pretty nice campsite. As you can see the creek back there in the background. Kind of surrounds the camp, goes around on three sides. We're kind of in a little peninsula. So we've got probably one of the nicest campsites I've camped in. And I really like this place. Got a fire going, so our campsite's official. I've been up here since Wednesday. We normally camp down the Phi Kappa side. And though that's really pretty country, I don't miss the sound of all the traffic up and down the Sun Valley Road in the mornings and afternoons. Here I've seen one truck in 2 days, so. But anyways, I think we'll have a little pie iron breakfast to start things off. Then we'll head up north, further up the canyon, and let you see what this country's got to offer. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, let that fire burn down a little bit, then we'll get in on the breakfast and then head out and do some exploring. We'll see you in a bit. The old Suki sure likes this spot. She's got plenty of room to roam. And the bad habit she's gotten lately is whenever we pull back into camp, she wants to run back the way we came for some reason. And this campsite gives her about 100 yards up to the main road. It's not like there's a ton of traffic, but I feel a lot better with her running up there to nothing than I don't know how to correct that behavior out of her. Guess she just likes running back to her past. Yeah, we got our pie iron out of the coals, and she's smoking hot. Get that oil nice and coated there. Well, our recipe today was pretty similar to that first batch, but I changed it up a bit. Put more egg in it. So this will either be a masterpiece or a disaster. Got onion, ham, egg, and hash brown. That's it. We'll go get it on the fire. And we'll let that cook away. Lost my stupid microphone again. The one I had on this side didn't have a magnet on it. This side did, since I lost one of my magnets. Well, somewhere between the trailer and here, the magnet had jumped to the one on this side and stuck to the fridge door again. Oh, that's my first place to look when they end up lost. Yesterday we had two F-15s come right over the top of us. I was riding the bike down the road and I seen a shadow come across the road in front of me, and then that big jet noise that scared the crap out of me and the dogs. It was close enough you could see every marking on it. And then just a little while ago, while I was kind of getting ready here, I heard the little rumbling coming up from up canyon. Didn't have my camera, of course. I was just barely plugged it in. But by the time you hear them, it's too late. That thing came right over the top of the trailer, and it was sideways. Same thing, you could see every marking on that thing. And the silhouette of the pilot just couldn't make out anything like that. And the second one followed him out, but they're practicing maneuvers up here, so maybe we'll be lucky enough to catch some of them on film. But we'll let this cook. See what it turns out like. You know, when the wind's gone, it's hot. When the wind's blowing, you gotta have a jacket on. Well, I forgot my plate. Boy, that looks good. Let's go give her a shot. Oh, dang, that's good. Yeah. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little breakfast. So that's a dang good tasting hash brown, or whatever you want to call it, but kind of close to one of the German potato pancakes with the egg in it, but boy, is it good. Well, anyways, we're gonna go get the dishes done, and then we'll give you a camp tour, and then we'll go find some adventure. And I got old white dog down there enjoying the dog beach, as I call it. There are some deer tracks right here. And we got the stream. Flows right up into around the bend. You can see the trailer back there in the background. Little Bambi. Basically, this is what our campsite looks like. I'm situated back there kind of on that little peninsula This creek makes a big S bend starting right there and goes all the way around behind my trailer into the pine trees back there. But the dogs do like playing here when the times are right. Suki's starting to look like it might be time for her to play again. She's just a goofy dog. Deep, clear, and I bet just as cold. Well, we got our fire ring there. And of course the trailer and the truck, the bike. And back there we got that big old hill I was hoping to kind of protect us from that wind, but yeah, it just comes right down the valley. But it is a nice sight. That little switch there goes to my inverter. And into my fridge. I just plug it into here and the inverter will run it during the day. What I have here is a residential fridge. The old one that came with the trailer, the old Dometic, it blew up. So, and they wanted 2,000 something bucks to replace it. I got this residential down there at Home Depot for $300, and this does an excellent job. This fridge will keep everything cold for 2 days without any power. It's a heck of a lot better than what I had before. But anyways, down this way is where the creek, you can kind of catch a glimpse of it down there in the willows. And I'm not running my inverter. I got that little Yamaha 2000. And that'll give me power for everything. Usually when we have a movie night or something like that, we'll have that generator running. But that's really about all there is to the camp. Now we've got this big creek bottom that's just nothing but beaver dam after beaver dam. Well, that little dam there is just kind of a, I don't know what you call it, secondary or minor dam. When the water starts backing up and coming around their main dam, they'll build these little dams all the way through here to block it up. As you can see, once it backs up enough there, it starts overflowing again, and they'll probably sometime put another little dam across these. But you can see how they kind of weave them willows all together to make the dams. Cut them willows down and strip them off, and then they pack it with mud, and quite the little engineers. Yeah, we pulled over for a little rest stop, I guess. Sit in the shade. It's hot out there today, but boy, is it windy. Really windy. This is a Squib Trail camp spot. I've always really liked this spot. Got a little creek right down in there. The main river is right down there. I just can't believe no one's in here. I really wanted to camp here, but when I first got here, there was a vehicle in the spot I'm at, and I came over the hill on the bike and seen that great big camp. So I turned around. I was going to go back and camp my normal Phi Cap area, and then that little Subaru pulled out of there, so I just pulled in there as fast as I could and set up camp. It's kind of a tricky little spot here because it's a long ways back in here to find out everything's taken, so sometimes you just got to take what you find. If I had another person with me, I'd have had him on the bike scouting ahead, you know, as I was coming in, but I do like the water, and that camp I'm at now has got it right there by me, so. But this still is a good campsite. We got the little Bambi down here. I just thought I heard a hen turkey. I'm 99.9% sure there's no turkeys up here, but oh, it sure sounded like one. That's just strange. And Suki had a shake, sound like wings. I can hear some locusts in the trees. That little road over there in the distance was where we went down to look at the beaver dams. A little storm down there. She's looking for something. But yeah, this is a pretty sight. This will probably be my second choice. You see there's water right down there where those old logs are laying there. They've got a strange regulation up here for firewood gathering. Though we're surrounded with trees everywhere, and a lot of dead ones standing here. There's a regulation that says you cannot cut firewood within 300 feet of a watershed. So any kind of a marshland or a little creek. So with all this wood, firewood seems to be kind of a premium up here at times. Good thing I packed some with me. Well, I heard that hen turkey sound again, but just realized it's not what it is. It's a Wilson snipe down there somewhere in that marshland or that swamp. But yeah, after hearing that, I'm like, I know there ain't turkeys up here, but when you just hear it faintly, it does sound like a hen turkey call. But well, I had my little bird app out trying to make sure what the heck it was. Let's see what we got on it. Yeah, it looks like a song sparrow, fox sparrow, American robin, dusky flycatcher, a warbling vireo, northern harrier, western wood pewee, yellow warbler, house wren, yellow rumped warbler, and right down there at the very bottom is the Wilson snipe. I'm real familiar with the sound that they make while in flight, but that little turkey hen sound kind of almost threw me. Seeing one of them things is pretty near impossible. You either flush them up and they take off flying all over the place, all erratic and fast. Very rarely have I ever seen them just standing there like that, like the picture's showing there. Boy, what a sight though, isn't it? From this camp. Those big old peaks with the snow on them, and that green as can be meadow there. Yeah, we had our little break and watched a movie. Got a snack to eat. Now that heat of the day's over, we thought we'd drive down to the lower canyon and try our hand at catching a few fish if we can. So I'll hook you back up on the bike and we'll take a little drive down the road. This river should hold more fish than it's got. Sad to say, but it's got a lot of pressure. 8 or 9 trucks down here with the fly pole rack thing on the hood, coming off the hood, going up over the cab. And then the Land Rovers have them up there on the top, but sure a lot of them. I mean, they're buying their license, that ain't the problem, but this river as a kid, Or not even that long ago, 20 years ago. One spot like that, you'd have your limit. One of them little nighthawks flying. You probably can't see them, but they're not really a hawk. It's kind of a cousin to a whippoorwill. Come out in the evening and eat all the bugs. Well, and they are quick flyers too. They're kind of neat to watch. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it quits today. The nighthawks are out and the sun's starting to set. Took us a while to find a few fish. We'll be back in the morning to film them. Hopefully be able to beat all the pros from Sun Valley and their clients. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. We didn't see any wildlife tonight other than these nighthawks. I don't know if you can hear them over there chirping away as they're flying. We did see a whole heck of a lot of sprinter vans and mountain bikes though. So if you enjoyed what you see, give me a thumbs up, comment and share if you would. Till next time, see you later.